Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine and in good health. In today's English class, you will be studying the chapter 10 of Grammar Gate, that is Prepositions. Now in the previous class, we completed diary entry, and before that, as I said, we are taking chapter 11, and after diary entry we will be taking chapter 10. So now we'll be studying chapter 10, Prepositions, that is page number 83 of your textbook. Now open the textbooks. First we'll be seeing the definition of prepositions. It is used to show a relationship between. Now, what is the need of prepositions? Now, you have studied conjunctions that join the sentences, right? What is a noun? What is verb, adverb? All these are very important in a part of a sentence. Now, there is something called prepositions also in a sentence. Now, what is that prepositions? Let's see. So, it is used to show how a relationship between a noun or pronoun in a sentence and another word in a sentence. So in one sentence, it shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun with the another word in a sentence. Now you know in a sentence you have a noun or a pronoun about what you're going to talk. Subject, isn't it? So what is the relation of that subject with the other half of the sentence? Okay, that is going to be your preposition. So a preposition is going to show the relationship between the noun and the other half of the sentence. Okay, a preposition must always be followed by a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. It can never be followed by a verb. Now see, it's going to be followed by a noun. Mostly it's going to be followed by a noun or pronoun. Rare cases are there where it will be followed by a verb. Is it understood? So this is the definition of a preposition. Now let's see what a textbook says. Now see, you can see the box over here. On means there is a box. Above that box the owl is sitting, right? So it's on. Inside is here, over, under, far, near, up, down. See, these are the examples of prepositions. Now preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun that shows the relation in which one person or thing stands to another person or thing. So there might be two nouns, two pronouns, okay? There might be two things that we can call the other half of the sentence. So what is the relation of that noun with the other half of the sentence? Okay, so without prepositions, your sentence is not going to be complete, because that is where your sentence is going to be complete as you will understand what the noun or the pronoun is doing in the sentence. Clear? Now, appropriate prepositions. Now, if you see on page number 83 below the definition, you have the heading appropriate prepositions. Now, in 5th standard, let me recall you all that you have studied prepositions of time, place, etc. Isn't it? Yes, you have studied it separate by its types. Now, appropriate prepositions. What is appropriate prepositions? Let's see. Some nouns, verbs, and adjectives are often followed by a particular prepositions. See, this is very important. Example of suffer from, popular with. It is useful to know which preposition to use after a particular word. Now, mostly there are few nouns, verbs, and adjectives after which only that preposition is going to come. You cannot change that. Is it understood? There are few words after which only that particular preposition is going to be there. So in appropriate prepositions, we are going to study the particular words with which a preposition is going to be there. Now see, in the previous classes, that's in the 5th standard, you have studied the prepositions separately, at, on, in, where at is going to be used, where in is going to be used, isn't it? But there are few words with which preposition is attached. उसके साथ वही preposition आएगा. You cannot change it. Okay. You should note such combinations as you come across them in the course of your reading. Now, how will you learn that with this word only this preposition is going to come? That comes by the habit of reading. Is it understood? So that is appropriate preposition. So in same way, if you see in your textbook, there is no explanation given of any preposition. Do you see? Is there an explanation of at, in, on, to, of, till, last? Do you have any explanation? You don't have any explanation. What's the reason that you're not having any explanation? Just because you're studying appropriate prepositions, and appropriate preposition means that with few particular words, that is, it may be a noun, it may be a verb, it may be adjective, there is a particular preposition which is attached. Usko change nahi kar sakte. And how do you learn that? If you have the reading habit, you will come to know ये word के साथ ये preposition ही होता है. Is it clear? Now see, first one that you're going to study is at. Indicate a place, refer time, or indicate one's activity. So it is, if you're talking about a place, you're going to refer about a place, a time, okay, or someone's activity, we are going to use at. Is it understood? Simple. Now let's see. Next, in. Second number is in. Indicate a location. Indicate a location inside something. We say na, in the box. Okay. In the book. So it indicates a location used while doing something. Indicate opinion, belief, or feeling, etc. Okay. So it's, if you're giving an opinion on feelings, okay, using while doing something, while doing some activity, we use in. Okay. On. Third one you're going to study is on. Indicates surface of something. Surface of something means on the top of something. Have you seen that owl sitting on the box? So box pe baitha, surface of something. Okay. Specify date or days or parts of body. If it's a parts of body, or specify date or days. अगर किसी date के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, days के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, you are going to use on. So this is just the general explanation where you're going to use at, in, on. Is it understood? Now, as per appropriate prepositions, okay, let's see what a textbook says, and I'm going to explain you example wise, not all examples, few examples. Okay, here you're going to study that with this word, this preposition is going to come. Clear? So now at. See, this is on page number 83. At. Look at me. See the first example. Look at me. Look is the verb. Me is the pronoun over here. It means the subject. At whom they're supposed to look. Okay. So you can say the subject. Now look at what? Look. Now at over here is a preposition used. If you didn't have a preposition, look me, the sentence is not going to be complete. And look at something means you are asking somebody kahan par dekho, right? You're showing something. So that is why with look you're having at as the preposition. So look at is often or mostly used. With look you will have the preposition at. Look at the book. Okay. Look at the book and read. This is the correct way to say. We were astonished. We were surprised. At what? For what you are surprised? For her success. Right? So you are surprised at her success. We are astonished means surprise. So with astonished also, at is the preposition that goes. Is it understood? Next page, page number 84. Turn the page. Do not laugh at anyone. Laugh at. See, with laugh, again, at is a preposition. We mostly use laugh on, which is wrong. Okay, which is the correct preposition with laugh, that is at. Okay, don't laugh at her. Why are you laughing at me? Laughing at. See, this is the way we use, right? So with the laugh, which is the preposition that we take at. The train has arrived at the station. Now you know why we are using arrived. Arrived at the station, we're talking about some destination. Okay, so at. Now we rejoiced at her success again. We were happy at her success. Open the book at page number 16. So we mostly say open the book on page 16. That is wrong. Okay, it has supposed to be open the book at page 16. Clear? Now, beside all the examples and the preposition, you have one box. Remember these phrases: at school, at church, at work, at house. Okay, so all these are the places, that destinations, right, which are mentioned over here. With these words, at is the preposition you are going to take. So remember to learn or go through that box. Clear? Now let's see in. He deals in silk. Dealing in something. Okay, what's the job that he is into? That is, he is into silk, right? So he deals in silk. That is why dealing means his business is of silk. So deal in, this is the preposition that comes with deal. Have trust in God. We mostly say have trust on God, right? That is wrong. Okay, with trust, which is the preposition, we use in. Clear? He is weak in English. He is weak in English, that we know. With weak, in is the preposition that we take. Okay, let's go to the next one. On. Rely on your own efforts. Rely. Okay, rely on your own efforts means खुद के efforts हमें करने चाहिए. Okay, we should not hope for anyone to help us. So rely on. With rely, we always use on as the preposition. Okay, I insisted on his staying back at home. I insist on coming home. Okay, we use it. I insist on coming home. I insist on you to come home. So with insist on. He is bent on doing mischief. He is bent on. This is a phrase. He is bent on doing mischief. वो mischief करता ही रहता है. Okay, so bent on, with bent we use on. So this is a phrase. So phrase we cannot change. So it's bent on. Clear? Now see, right now you might be feeling it difficult, but now you're understanding the examples. But when you do the exercise, if you see the word, you yourself will come out with the correct preposition. Okay, now see, of page number 84, you have the last two and off. So let's see as fourth one, right? Yes, fourth one and fifth one. To indicate direction or place, movements to the place. So to is mostly used for indicating or moving something from one place to another place. Of, to indicate relating to or belonging to. किससे belong करता है, we use of. To show reference of specified number or amount, we use of. It's of 20 rupees, specified amount, right? So when you're showing the relation of something or belongingness, we use of. Reference of. If you're writing a particular number or amount, we use of. Clear? Now you'll be seeing, as per your textbook, what the to and of tells you. So first, I object to your proposal. Object means I don't agree to your proposal. So object to, this is the phrase, and with that preposition to will come. Just listen to. Now listen, we mostly use to. Listen to me, listen to her, right? So with listen we use to. I prefer tea to coffee. Now the other preposition that is used, that is mostly I prefer tea over coffee, right? That is also applicable, but here we can also use to. She complained to. Now you know, with complaining we write to. She complained to me. She complained to her, right? I go to school. Again, if you are talking about going, it's go to. This pen is inferior to that. Inferior to that means वो ये इस उससे ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं है. So inferior to, it's a low quality. Inferior to. I am obliged to you. Okay, I'm sorry for what I did. So I am obliged to you. He is kind to the poor. So with kind also, we use to. They are kind to me. Okay, she's kind to me. She's kind to her. She's kind to the poor. Okay, so kind also takes to as the preposition. Next, of. I'm fond of. This is, yes, you might have heard. I'm fond of eating chocolates. I'm fond of eating ice cream. So with fond, you take the preposition of. He is devoid of common sense. Again, with devoid, you take of. Next, she's proud of her beauty. With proud, we mostly take of. We only take of as the preposition. I'm proud of you. This is the most common sentence that we use. The work is full of mistakes. So if there are so many mistakes, what is full of? Right? The glass is full of water. Have you heard this? Yes, so we said full of. With full, we use the preposition of. He died of typhoid. Okay, he died due to typhoid also is correct, and he died. If you're not using due to, you can use of as the preposition, the reason. Okay, take care of. Take care of. Take care of yourself. Okay, take care of her health. Okay, take care of your parents. So with take care, we use of as the preposition. I'm afraid of spiders. I'm confident of success. So these are the few examples of using to and of. Okay, with a few words that take to and of as the prepositions. Now you see on page number 84, there's one entire box. Go through it, go through the examples as well. Now in the next class, I'll be taking with, for, over, about, by, from. See, there are still few more left. 6 prepositions are still left. Okay, today we studied at, in, on, to, and of. We studied 5 prepositions today, right? Tomorrow we'll be studying the rest of them, and then we'll be doing the exercise. Till then, you start doing the exercise which takes at, in, okay, on, to, off. Okay, so start doing that. The rest of them leave, and we'll be doing, you can do it. Okay, so in the next class we'll be continuing with the chapter.